Well, back to Fog Racing, we're going to be ranking every driver lineup in 2021 from worst to best via tier list. Obviously, they're all complete at the season but to start, and there's no better time to do it but right now.
Aye, so here we go with the list, guys, from last to best, or from, there's 10 options, so there you go. For some reason, the drivers are not paired up with their teammates. They've just got wee individual boxes, so I don't know why that was done that way. That design is very...
Yeah, I don't know, guys, but you know what?
For me, though, the first choice is easy, so there's
Haas.
not a lot of explaining. It's Haas drivers, I mean...
Mick Schumacher.
Who's not proven at this time, and then you've got who's even less proven, so I mean... Yeah, for me, those two... I can't really put them any higher.
There's a lot, like, see every...
I mean, Mick's got a cool second name, but that's about it.
Apparently this Nikita guy assaulted someone, and all the YouTubers are not mentioning his name. I don't know. I didn't read much into it. Couldn't give a fuck. And apparently they're like, "Oh, say no to Mazepin." I don't know. See that? Just try and just ignore it and let's see if it would go. That's pathetic. I don't know what he did. I don't know what he did. Right, but I mean,
don't care.
All I know is they've done hee-haw on the track. I don't give a shit with second name Schumacher, because Mick Schumacher, he's not really done that much in F2 in my opinion.
No, he hasn't really blown me away any time I've watched it, but there you go.
Yep, and next up at number 9...
I mean, would you say Mick Schumacher's better than any of those two Asian guys?
Who?
The two Japanese dudes?
Shinoda?
Aye.
And who?
Shutsu?
I don't know exactly. I don't really know. Coming in though at number 9, and I tell you what, this is actually really hard to rank. I think at number 9,
I think it has to be Alfa Romeo pairing.
Yeah, I was going to say them
because at this stage of the game, I've never really rated Giovinazzi, and Kimi didn't outperform him like he should have last year. Maybe Kimi just had a poor season, because the season before he was really good.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to assume that Father Time's caught up with Kimi. And so if this is prime Kimi, he would carry Giovinazzi to a lot higher up the list here, but it's not prime Kimi anymore, it's old age pensioner. Well, I've seen people making videos. Should Kimi make way for the new talent in F1? Should he fuck? See if a team wants to employ Kimi, he's allowed to stay.
Let's look at Sebastian Vettel. What's he done?
Yeah, why did he make way?
I know.
But no, let's have Vettel potentially screw Perez. If Red Bull didn't take Perez, Vettel was screwing.
I know.
An actual driver that just... I mean, what's Kimi Räikkönen screwing over by having a seat in Alfa Romeo? Some guy for GP2 that'll get a chance anyway.
I know, it's a joke. And, yeah.
No, they use like the wrestling logic. Oh, you need to put the young guys over. Kimi's a draw, right? You want Kimi on... You could take any example from sports. Raymond van Barneveld in darts comes back. You'll get the YouTube views for his match compared to other matches, and they're mega. Same with Kimi Räikkönen, right? See if they do...
Shout out our Fall Gaming channel.
Shout out Fall Gaming channel. See if you do a driver interview, right? With these 20 drivers in the F1 channel, all post these interviews up at the same time. You can guarantee Kimi Räikkönen's going to be top in the views, near the top.
Yep.
You know what I mean? You're not going to... Oh, Tsunoda, do you think he's going to get more views than a Kimi Räikkönen?
Mm-hmm.
Definitely not. Like, do you think more people are going to come with Kimi flags or Mick Schumacher flags?
I know.
Well, maybe Schumacher's a bad example with his dad.
Nikita, because nobody likes
Let's go with
him.
Nikita. Even the Russians don't like Nikita, so that tells you everything. But anyway, point is, Alfa Romeo drivers are going in 9th here because Kimi's getting old.
And I think this is where it gets interesting. Number 8, I'm tempted to say Aston Martin.
Hold on a second, we haven't said Williams yet.
Yeah, but I see Latifi. I think his qualifying pace is pish, but I actually don't think his race pace is that bad. And I think what George Russell did in that one race in Bahrain, I think George Russell would smoke Stroll or Vettel.
Do you think Latifi's better than Stroll?
No, but I think the F1 world would make you believe that Lance Stroll...
10 times better?
Yes.
Do you think...
I think Stroll's capable of the one-off greatness, but... What I say one-off greatness? I mean...
I think he gets a lot of stick.
No, I think he'll beat Vettel.
Do you think Russell's better than Vettel?
Yes, at this current point right now.
Well, then it has to be.
I'm not a mark. I don't even like. I think Russell's
I think
overrated,
it's
but at
the-
the same time, man, he battled Bottas in the one race. And then- And then here, you've got to factor in. Is this
We've got to factor
what's
in-
this Shinoda guy like?
we've got it.
You know what I mean? Does Gasly carry AlphaTauri that much?
Nah, I think Shinoda's actually no bad. I think Shinoda's pretty good. Like,
Well, that's all right then. So who are you putting in it? I would put Aston Martin.
I'll put Aston Martin.
I think Vettel's done, guys.
Yeah.
Been done for a fucking while. And never really.
It's mental because if it's Perez and fucking Stroll, I'd be putting it at least a couple of places higher. But
Yeah.
it shows you that Vettel's dragged them down.
Right, next up, we have got AlphaTauri. No, Williams, I mean. Williams, I'm putting Williams. Where are you going?
Well, I think Gasly's better than Russell,
Yeah, and I just think Shinoda.
and I'm going to assume this Shinoda guy's got more potential than Latifi. So
I'd say there's a lot. I'd say that those two are closer than the other two for that reason. So yeah, we're going to put Williams in at number 7.
up next, it's beginning to get
Toasty.
interesting. I am probably going to have to go with the AlphaTauri pairing because
I'll tell you what, guys. Mercedes would be pretty low down for me, but Hamilton saves it. Because he bought us. I'm just sick of looking at the fuck.
yeah, I'm going to probably have to go AlphaTauri next. I mean, AlphaTauri, I think for me.
Yeah. If it was, I don't know, I just feel like...
Right, up next is probably going to be controversial, and you might not expect it, but I think I've got to go with Renault or Alpine. For the simple reason is we don't know how good Alonso is, right? And I've never really rated Ocon.
I think if this was
I
2
think
seasons
Ocon's
ago,
overrated.
I think if this was 2018 when Alonso was still there and it was Ocon, when he
I
was
think-
actually good with Perez, but I think
Aye.
last season didn't do him any favours. Like,
No, last season he didn't do
Well,
good.
what? Yeah, I agree.
Well, can you put any other team up next? 'Cause I can't.
No,
If I'm being honest, I can't.
if Hamilton wasn't at Mercedes, I'd probably. I mean, because
Well,
Bottas just
depends
fucking.
who's with him. Like, but-
Yeah, I know that's what I'm saying. But yeah, all right, we'll put Alpine in at number 5, guys. But I think now we're getting to the toasty part.
No, well, for me, this is pretty simple. Up next, it has to be McLaren.
Yeah. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? I don't know, but we are
But to
getting.
be fair, I think you could have put McLaren below Alpine. Like, I think you could make a case for that.
I just don't. Yeah, I get you, but I just think. I don't know. I almost feel like Ocon's time's gone, even though he's still young.
Right, up next, I think-
I'm going with Mercedes because I don't know. I'm just sick of fucking what.
I'm tempted to agree because I think Ferrari and Red Bull have the two best driver pairings on the grid.
And I think right, maybe Mercedes would be higher, but what George Russell did in that one race, it kind of just
If it was George Russell and Hamilton, would they still be third?
probably.
Yeah, because to me, George Russell's not done enough to what these other guys have done.
Yeah, that's the bottom line. Right, next up, I think Ferrari.
As much as I like Leclerc and I think Sainz is great, I would have to say I would probably have to give Max a slight advantage over Leclerc, and I would have to probably say the same, give Perez a slight advantage over Sainz. So, I think Red Bull have the best driver pairing on the grid.
Yep.
And I think if they can get, I don't think they need a car as fast as Mercedes. I think as long as they've got a car that, I just hope it's close.
It's weird. I'd probably say Sainz and Leclerc, or I'd probably say Leclerc is quicker than Verstappen. Like, I think he just pulls these qualifying laps out of nowhere.
Yeah, what was that? What was it? That Portuguese race?
There was multiple ones where that Ferrari was like
Leclerc was fucking.
he's like 2/10 off.
Here, maybe Vettel's not that bad, and Leclerc's just making him look like crap. Is that a possibility?
It could be. But I don't know. I just feel like nah, come on. Even when that Ferrari looked like it was the amount of mistakes he's making. Man.
That's true. There you go.
And I don't know. I feel like I think Sainz at his best is quicker than Perez, but Perez is just Mr. Consistent.
Yeah.
And Max is kind of just everything one into one, and he's going to be the successor to Hamilton.
I kind of
If not Leclerc.
I kind of feel like if Red Bull and Ferrari are the exact same pace, I feel like Sainz is probably more likely to win a race, but Perez is more likely to accumulate more points over a season.
Yep. I think that is a fair statement to make, damn it.
I mean, Perez very rarely makes mistakes. He's always consistent, and he always seems to finish. Like, I kind of look at it like where a car should be finishing minimum, and where like the maximum should be finishing. Like for Albon, right? There's no doubt about it. His minimum race position should have been 4th.
And
right?
you couldn't even get that.
And I bet my bottom dollar, apart from retirements, I don't think there's any race where Perez would have finished less than 4th. Unless there was like an incident or something.
I know.
So you're looking at the season. I mean, really, I just don't think Perez finishes lower than the lowest place you'd expect him to finish. He always seems to get the bare minimum.
And let's be real, Albon was finishing outside of 4th, regardless of a clean race, a disaster race. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's probably people thinking Albon's been hard done by, been left off the grid this season, but I mean, you can't really make that comparison. You just can't.
Nope.
You cannot.
And for that note, guys, that will do it for this vid. Leave down your thoughts in the comments section below. The season's just around the corner, brother.
Well, looking forward to it. Let us know who you think is the best driver pair in an F1. Do you agree with this list? I mean, I can't imagine there's many people out there that would disagree with it. Like, I mean, obviously, I think maybe you could make an argument for Renault being above McLaren, or you can make an argument for Williams being above AlphaTauri, you know what I mean? But I don't think there's much wrong with this list.
And guys, this is driver lineup. You know, it's not, oh, why is Lewis Hamilton third? Because let's be real, the number 2, I mean, there's a few number 2s I think are better than Bottas, but Hamilton's Hamilton.
But I'm going to be honest, even if this was a driver lineup, I think it's possible Hamilton could only be third.
Yeah, and it would probably be the 2 that are directly above him.
Yeah, no, I don't think there's any. I wouldn't bet my life on Hamilton being better than Leclerc and Verstappen at this stage of his career.
Yeah, no, but I'm just pointing at the fact.
No, I know you are, but I'm just saying, like, he won a 7th world title. You tell me Max or Leclerc went to win the title in that car?
Easily, they fucking would have battered them.
Do you know what I mean? So,
On that note, though,
that's it, guys. Till next time.
peace.